Shoestring Studio.
If you didn't know me, you're about to know me. ROzi.
Shorties, they say that I'm fly. I ain't gotta lie. I got the dollars inside. I got those bitches who right. Don't fuck up my vibe. I'll take you right out my mind. You whisper your secrets, keep eyeing my grind. I'm just a ghost, so don't pay me no mind. I live for my dreams and I reach for the sky.
For people that don't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm ROzi. ROzi. Or if you didn't understand me, I'm ROzi.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from a little tiny island in the Gulf of Alaska.
What's it called?
The little tiny island's called Spruce Island, but it's an island off of Kodiak Island, so I
Okay.
don't know.
What town are you from?
Uzinki.
So what's it like being a rapper from a small island in Alaska?
Honestly, when I was living in the small island of Alaska, Uzinki, when I was living in Uzinki, I just always had my headphones all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Headphones everywhere I went, because I walked everywhere. It's a small village. It's only got like gravel roads, and it's tiny. I think there's like 160 people there. Yeah, we had like one store, little tiny store, post office, and that was about it. And if you didn't like hunt and fish or do any subsistence stuff, the only thing you had to do was like basketball. You had a gym, basketball, like, you know, in the wintertime if you didn't want to be outside in the cold. I mean, in the summertime, you know, you got picnics in the beach and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, being a rapper from the village, my dreams were so far away. It was like impossible. Like really, like I wouldn't, like if I could think about it, like going back to the, you know, when I was a kid there or a teenager when I started writing, I never thought anybody would ever hear anything that I ever wrote or ever did. So it was, I don't know, it's so different. It's so different.
So what was it like coming to the big city of Anchorage?
Oh,
And I
man,
said
you know,
big
honestly,
city kind of
I
sarcastically.
know, but it is a big city. Come from
Compared
a
to where it is,
little
yeah.
place of 160 people. Like we pretty much lived in the woods. Like, I mean, it's gravel roads. You know, it's not little trails, but it's gravel roads, and I think there's only like 7 miles, maybe. I might be wrong. So people from home, you might want to jump on the post and, you know, tell me the right. But not that long ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, again, you could correct me if you want, but we end up getting a new airport, so they added 2 more miles of road to the new airport, so we got a little more. And
That's crazy.
but what was the question again?
Oh, what's it like coming from Uzinki to the big city of
you know,
Anchorage?
honestly, when I first, like, because my parents been bringing us back and forth to Anchorage since we were little kids. You know, my mom was going to college at UAA and everything, and you know, we would go back and forth. So I've been coming here for a while, but honestly, I remember the very first time I actually came to Anchorage and remembered my first time, like it was my first time here. We came in on the ferry. I think we went to, I don't know if we were from Kodiak to Homer or Seward, I can't remember. We were driving in, and I remember for the first time seeing so many lights. Like, there was so many lights and all these, like, I was like tripping out, like, whoa, this is a big city, because we come from, like I said, it's just tall spruce trees. It's like woods. You know, my backyard is woods. So coming in for the first time, seeing the city lights, it was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, I've never seen this before. And honestly, that it was cool, but I didn't like it because at home we could just like go run free pretty much. I could go, like, my backyard was the beach. My backyard was the woods, you know. Well, there's the woods, then there's the beach, but you gotta go through the woods to get to the beach. So it was fun. So me and my family, because I'm pretty much related to everybody there, my cousins would go and just like be crazy, and you know, my cousin Wilder and I would do adventures and shit. we tried to do the craziest things possible, like climbing on the cliffs. If we weren't like good climbers, we would have fell and died, kind of stuff. Like we would try to do the craziest stuff. So that was so much fun. Then coming up here to the city, we end up living in a trailer court, and everybody's right next to each other. Like
so
I'm saying our backyards were like woods. We had room to move around, and now we're living in a trailer park, and we're right next to each other, and we could hear people's conversation, that they're having. So it was such a culture shock. You gotta stay right in the little tiny yard, so we were restricted.
Yeah.
And you couldn't really do too much, and I missed it. I missed it so much. So honestly, I guess to answer your question, I didn't like the big city when I first got here. I did not like it at all. It took me until I think 8th grade, the end of 8th grade, to actually really start liking the city and actually going home less. And to this day, I love going home. Home was always awesome. But this is home now too, because I feel like I spent more years here in Anchorage than I have in Uzinki. But I love going home. Like I think in the summertime, I know in the summertime, it's like one of the best places.
Oh, I believe it.
One of the best places.
Rural Alaska, and especially coastline Alaska, it's amazing.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, it's hot. It's
so beautiful.
And it's one of the few places that's like, I feel like, not really oversaturated with people. Like you can go somewhere and get lost and not see somebody for 3-4 days, if you want to.
Yeah.
So that's magical to me. It's just like, it's being one with nature for a bit. It's just
Yeah.
dope. Yeah.
Well, my island, you couldn't really
walk around the island.
It's so tiny. It's so small.
You gotta
like
go swimming.
Like you wouldn't get lost for that many days.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you might maybe just like hours.
Yeah.
Maybe probably more. I don't know. Like again, people from home, go ahead. Post on below. Tell me.
tell me what it is.
I know you guys know more than me because I've been living my life here. As my cousin would say, Melissa, she would say, concrete native.
Concrete native.
Yeah, I've been being one, so.
So, describe the style of music you make.
You know what? That's actually very hard to describe.
That's good then.
It's very hard to describe. Like, when I've uploaded my music, they ask you, how would you describe your music? What's your style? What's your genre? Who do you like sound like? And I'm just like, I've got like so much different music. I feel I can't even put myself in a box.
Yeah.
Like people haven't even heard the rest of my music yet. You're about to this year, but honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have somebody else tell me like what.
Hit us in the comments. Let us know what style it is.
Go ahead. I'm about to drop some other stuff that you haven't heard me do before. So I don't know. I don't know.
How long have you been making music?
I think I wrote my first song when I was 15, I believe.
And what got you started?
The funny thing is, I thought that I was always gonna be a singer. I grew up on rock music, so I was always singing a lot of rock music. My mom's favorite artist was Tom Petty, so I just.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Tom Petty and Bryan Adams, Fleetwood Mac.
Like Bryan Adams too?
Yeah, she is good music, and I still love that music. But I grew up on rock. I thought I was gonna be a singer before anything, and then honestly, I never thought about being a rapper at all. Not even a little bit. Like I loved music. I know for a while when I was a kid, I like carried around a guitar. I really wanted to play guitar, but I never actually put myself out and did that. I honestly think it was like a gift from God, because just one day I had this feeling. I liked rap music, but just like one day I just had this urge, like literally like it was placed on me that I had to write a song. So I feel like it's a gift from God, because I never like had it in me like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper, oh, I'm gonna do this stuff. Like just one day I was like, I have this rhythm, like I gotta do this, and I just like started writing.
It sounds like Hustle and Flow. I just got this beat inside my head.
It's true though. I ain't gonna lie. It's
head
not a
just
made up
goes.
story. I'm gonna say that's from God, like for real.
Yeah.
Like I can't explain it. Like that is how I started.
So how'd you find rap? Was there a lot of rap music on Muzinki? Was there access to it, or?
Oh, definitely. But like again, my parents didn't really listen to it. I definitely heard it like going around, hanging out with different people and stuff. But you know, that was like the main music my mom listened to. So I think one of the first songs I really like listened and like just was like, yo, I love this song. One of my friends, and I was small, I was young. I don't know, maybe like not small, but 9 or so. One of my friends put on Tupac Changes, and I just was like, I love this song, and I played it over and over and over again. And after that, I was kind of just like interested, like, oh, let me listen to like, you know, rap music. I'm like, oh, this is a different music. I've been listening to rock. Like I said, I've heard, you know, rap throughout, but I've mostly been listening to like, you know, classic rock and pop and whatever. But after hearing that, like I was an addict. I was listening to like all of Tupac's songs after that. Like, okay, like this. And then moving to Anchorage, music videos was a big thing. So after school, I'd go home, watch all the music videos that be on.
Where do you find your inspiration for your music?
The beat.
The beat gives you the inspiration. Mostly
the beat. It's hard to actually be like, oh, I want to write about this, and then go and try to look for the beat that matches the feeling. Normally I'm out here searching for beats, and when I find one that I'm like, this is it, like, and this is the feeling that it gave me, so I think this is the one. Yeah. But lately I've been challenging myself by I think, you know, doing music with different artists, and I've asked them, like, you know what, I want to do like a song with you because you're so different than what I do, and I want to challenge myself. So I did that actually yesterday, working with Yanka. Something different that I don't do. So and
is that weird? Do you ever find beats that you're like, I don't know if I like this?
Yeah, of course I do.
But you find a way to kind of adapt to
I
it?
have to. I'm an artist. I got this. I'm a writer. I could do this. Like, why can't I do this? Like, I listen to so much music. I feel like I can. Why couldn't I? You know, even if like people are like, oh, that's not her. Like, I don't care.
It's a feature.
Like, yeah, I'm like, that this artist wanted me to do this. So, or artists have hit me up and they let me jump on their track, and I'm just like, okay, this is something completely different than I normally do. I like that because it's challenging me, and it's making me think out my normal, you know, my normal person, or what I normally do, even though I do some different stuff. So
who are some people that's influenced you musically?
Musically, I'm gonna say Brian Adams, Tom Petty. I really like Tom Petty a lot, so I'm trying to do a little bit of rock stuff, a little. But favorite rappers, and I know everybody probably gonna clown on me for this, but I don't care. I like Drake a lot. I like Drake.
Drake makes really good music.
He makes really good music. He could be super soft and he could be super hard at the same time. And not only that, I just feel like he's a good person. I understand it. Like, I love trap music. I love it. Like, I'll go out there and I'll, you know, be in the club or something and I'll be listening to some, like, you know, dope song or whatever. But me as a person, I'm not a trapper. I'm not a gangster. I'm not gonna be out here putting out that kind of music. Like, I love it. So everybody keep making it. But for me, I like stuff like Drake. He's a hit maker. I like music like that. I like that he sings. I like that he raps. Other influences through the times, I guess, Tupac. I really like down south music for a while, like Young Jeezy, Gucci, T.I. And then I'm loving West Coast, of course. West Coast music, a mix of like Chris Brown. He's a pretty dope rapper, but he also sings very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I like everybody, but if I could put people on like
on steps and pedestals.
yeah.
What's one of your favorite memories you have from recording music?
Record music.
Mm-hmm.
Always
or
here.
just music.
Always here at this studio, Shoestring Studios. Always have a good time. Every single session. Honestly, I can't think of one time. I just know that coming to this studio, I've always felt like a really good vibe, and Money always is like he might find one word like, hey, you just switch that one word real quick, and then it just made the song like totally different. I was like, yeah, so I don't know. I can't really recording. I don't know. I can't really think of.
What about some upcoming projects? I know you got a lot on the way. What are some of the ones that you?
Some of the ones I already did, or some of the ones
some of the ones that are out right now, and some that are coming out soon.
In January, I put out Petrified featuring Money. The next one is Higher, good music, with a music video, again. And I'm shooting another music video tomorrow for the song called Alone. Something different.
Fire.
Yeah.
So where can the fans follow you on social media so they can get updates? And
You can follow me at ROzi Delgado, DELGADO, on Facebook. On Instagram, you can find me at ROzi, ROZII 907. And on SoundCloud, Rosalind Delgado. Or you could I always link my stuff to everything, so you find it on there.
All right, so go ahead and give your fans a little send-off message.
I care about all y'all so much. Everybody that like takes a moment to press play, listen to any of my music, watch any of my videos, you guys are amazing, and I appreciate you so much. So keep doing it. I'm a nice person, so hit me up. Don't feel like I'm gonna be like rude and like whatever. Just like hit me in my inbox, hit me in my comments. I'll talk back. I'm not like, I'm not too good for that. I appreciate every single one of you.
I've been waiting my whole life. Yeah, you got me